What's good, YouTube? It's your boy EGF Ron with another amazing YouTube video. I just said about the title, man. We're going to get into the most dangerous teams in the NBA, the most dangerous young cores, the teams that's probably going to end up in the finals. One of these four teams that I picked, they are in order, with four being the one I believe is the least dangerous and one being the most dangerous. One of these teams is going to be in the finals within the next 4 years, and you can hold my word to that. But before we even get to that, don't forget to hit that sub button. We're aiming for 50 subs by the end of this video. Like the video, I want 10 likes and I'll be happy. And don't forget to comment down below which core you feel like is the dangerous, or if you feel like any team was left out. I feel like I got pretty much the four most best established young cores, even though some isn't fully established, but established young cores. Now let's get straight into this video, y'all. The first team on this list, man, I got the New Orleans Pelicans for obvious reasons. I do feel like they're a dangerous team. They're a two-headed monster with Zion and B.I. when it comes to young core-wise. I forget about Valanciunas. We'll talk about him later. But with Zion only being 21 and B.I. being 24, it seems like a pretty obvious. It seems like they had to have a spot on this list. I mean, they still do have younger players: Kira Lewis, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You got Jaxson Hayes, Trae Murphy III. It's all these young players. But the reason why they're fourth and I got them least dangerous, even though they got B.I. and Zion, which are, again, a two-headed young core monster, is that the bottom part of the young core isn't panning out. I believe Kira Lewis Jr. just tore his ACL. Nickeil Alexander-Walker hasn't been shooting too good, and Jaxson Hayes has been injured, in and out with injuries, and he had that incident in the summer. I'm just not too high on them. Not to forget, I do love my boy Herb Jones, though. Shout out to Kenny. He got me hip to Herb Jones. I was not watching the Pelicans. But he's a very versatile young defender. You can definitely make something out of him. And this team does have some bright spots. They still do have all their future draft picks. They have the Bucks draft picks for the next 3 or 4 years, I believe. And yeah, they still do have Jonas Valanciunas. They decide to go on it. He just signed an extension. If they wanted to, they could flip Jonas for more younger pieces. But if they want to contend for the playoffs and continue to develop these young pieces and get them some playoff experience, I can see why they would keep Jonas, because I believe Jonas, B.I., Zion, this pick in the next draft, because I'm very confident that the Pelicans probably won't get better. And I don't even think Zion will play the rest of the season. If by 2022 or by January, Zion isn't here and the Pelicans are still a bottom 2 or 3 seed, I just hold them out the rest of the season. That's just me. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry for the interruption. But again, if they do end up being a bottom 2, bottom 3 seed in the West, and I understand the play-in is a thing. You just have to be a 10 seed to get there, and you want to at least make a run for the play-in. I understand it, but I don't think the risk is worth it, honestly. I mean, you see Zion's having weight problems. He's accumulating weight fast. It's not that easy to lose weight, and you can't really do any cardio to lose the weight. And yeah, that's really just it. And I really don't have much else to say about them. Again, they have all their draft picks. They have the Bucks draft picks. So I'm, again, very confident that this team will have draft capital if they want to make a move for a superstar or to move up in the draft. They still do have Jonas Valanciunas. But again, if I was them, I'd just hold Zion out for the rest of the year. If he's not playing at least by February, at least by the All-Star break, I'd probably hold him out the rest of the year and just say it's a wasted season, just tank for a bottom pick. I think B.I.'s been out, or he's gotten injured. He's been out for a little bit. And it's really just been the Jonas Valanciunas show. He's shooting what? He's shooting 52, 46, 82 splits. It wouldn't be that bad of an idea to trade Jonas while his value so high, because I don't know how him and Zion will play good next to each other. Although Jonas is a good three-point shooter, it's not like he's a stretch big. He's just 2 attempts a game type of guy. He's not, I'm not going to say he can't stretch the floor, but that's not his play style if you want the most out of him. So again, if they do land a top pick, maybe they get Shed, maybe they get Paolo, maybe they get Jaden Hardy, or maybe they get one of them guys. But again, I'm not sure how this team moves forward with Jonas. I'm just saying their young core is pretty dangerous. But let's go to our next team. And surprisingly, I'm not going to lie, I wanted to put this team higher, like number 1 or number 2. But I wanted to be real to myself, and I didn't want to be too biased. Because again, I am from this town. This is one of my favorite teams in the league. And the second most dangerous team is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Or I'm sorry, the third most dangerous team is the Cleveland Cavaliers. And it's pretty obvious. I believe they sit in 4th in the East right now. And it's pretty self-explanatory. A bunch of great players that's under the age of 25. Darius Garland's 22. Jarrett Allen's 23. Evan Mobley's 20. How old is Colin Sexton? Colin Sexton's 23. It's just a great young core. Isaac Okoro's 21. Lauri Markkanen is only 24. It all just goes together, if you ask me. I love the Cleveland Cavaliers young core. But Colin Sexton, I don't believe they're going to pay him that money. He's probably going to leave in the offseason unless he takes less. But again, I kind of love Darius Garland with the main ball handler role. I love the pairing of Darius Garland, Ricky Rubio, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. Jarrett Allen's been great. I did not know if this three-headed monster of a starting lineup with Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, and Lauri Markkanen was going to work. But they're making it work. Isaac Okoro's been playing great. Darius Garland's been playing great. And I just love it. I mean, I believe Darius, Garland, and Jarrett Allen both will get some All-Star nods. I'm not sure if both will make it, but they definitely will. My Rookie of the Year is Evan Mobley. He's been playing amazing, and the team has played tremendously better when he's on the floor versus when he's off. I love the acquisition of Ricky Rubio. He's helped this team a lot. And again, I don't want to say it, but I just think it's time to move on with Colin Sexton. I'm sure a team will pay him that money in the offseason despite him tearing, I think it was his ACL or meniscus, either one. He's going to get a payday, but again, the Cavs have leverage in that situation. He's going to be a restricted free agent, meaning that whatever team wants him, the Cavs has the opportunity to match it, and it can probably end up being a sign and trade, just like with Lonzo to the Bulls. With him being a restricted free agent, the Cavs have all the leverage in the situation to either match him and bring him back, or they can just do a sign and trade. I believe a sign and trade will end up happening, which will probably result in the Cavs getting some more younger pieces to their squad or some more draft picks. Either will go good, but again, I would not break up the big 3/young core of Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and Jarrett Allen. Darius Garland, I've been vouching for him for a while now, but he could not shine because of injuries for one, and again, he wasn't the main ball handler. I didn't think a backcourt of Colin Sexton and Darius Garland was going to work anyways. They're both undersized, and at least with Isaac Okoro moving to the 2, he's better defensively on guards rather than slightly larger wings. I feel like he'd be more beneficial guarding shooting guards, point guards, and again, maybe a smaller wing. And yeah, that's really just it. I really do think this team will avoid making the play-in if they continue to play like this, at least, and injuries don't hinder them. They've just been great. I love Kevin Love's how he's been able to appreciate his role coming off the bench. He's been really doing good, and he dropped like 23 points last night, clutch buckets. I feel like I'm forgetting something or somebody. I mean, Seti's not that old. He's only 26. Dang, I didn't think he was that young, and I'm a Cavs fan. Just a young team overall. They do have all their draft picks still, so again, and the trade deadline's coming up, and they're buyers. So you never know. I mean, Ben Simmons, Sabonis, all these players. I don't know. They are buyers, though, which I am so happy for. If you just don't mess with Darius Garland, Jarrett Allen, or Evan Mobley, or Isaac Okoro, I'd leave those 4 as untouchable. Everybody else could go or get traded. You got some good trade assets with Colin Sexton, Kevin Love maybe as a cap filler. JD's not that old. Lauri Markkanen maybe. I'm not sure how long it is before he's eligible to be traded. And again, you have all your picks. So again, I can see them making some moves and end up being a buyer, maybe get somebody that'll push us over the edge. Maybe we'll become a 3 seed, hopefully. Hopefully we may win a playoff series. The fact that we can have a playoff series in Cleveland will be amazing to me personally. I would definitely go to a playoff game. If you want to see a vlog of me in a playoff game, I'd probably post it on this channel, not my main channel. But next, I've talked about Cleveland long enough. My second most dangerous young core in the NBA, and it was hard for me not to put them 1, just due to the fact that one's younger core is a tiny bit older than all the other younger cores. But it's the Memphis Grizzlies, and hear me out, okay? I understand the Cavs look better than the Memphis Grizzlies, kinda. But again, with Ja Morant out, this team is 8-1, I believe. And again, they broke a record without their best player. They broke multiple records, whether it's blowing OKC out by 73 or it's just them winning 4 games in a row without trailing at all. They've been amazing, even without their best player, Ja Morant, who's having a breakout season. You got Ja Morant averaging 24 points, 6 rebounds and 7 assists on tremendous shooting. His 3-point shooting has been increasing every single year. I love to see that. Desmond Bane has broken out. And even though Dillion Brooks has been injured, I expect Desmond Bane to get a lot more minutes when Dillion Brooks come back, who, again, although he's over 25, he's only 26, he's still a young player. He's still a young, valuable player, a great two-way player. And again, Jaren Jackson Jr., I love to see him healthy. He was injured his first 2-3 years in the league. Great. And they traded Valanciunas for Steven Adams on a pick. And his pick was Zaire Williams, I believe. Although he's only averaging 5 points a game, he still does have tremendous upside. And just the way this team is put together is just so beautifully to me. I love how they're put together. I love how hard they're playing. It's just good to see a young core play. And don't let me forget to talk about DeAnthony Melton, another great player. And the fact that this team, I believe, is the 4th seed or 3rd seed in the West without their best player. And I can't even say any of these players really deserve All-Star nods. But again, we all know Ja Morant's probably going to make the All-Star game. And they've just been playing great. They've been playing great team basketball. I remember earlier in the season, it was like 25th in defense. They've worked their way up to 18th. And their offense just keeps on getting better and better and better. And that's not even with Ja Morant. Again, I was one of the people that did not like the Valanciunas for Steven Adams trade. Because again, for y'all that don't know, with Jaren Jackson out last season, at least a good part of last season, Jonas stepped up and him and Ja Morant was carrying. And even games where Ja didn't play, Valanciunas was carrying, and they just got rid of him for Steven Adams, someone who can't spread the floor and someone's just a rim protecting, great screen setting, great pick and roll big. That's all they really traded him for. But again, even Steven Adams has been doing his thing. He's been doing great in the role that he's been given. And I just love watching this team. I was not sure John Morant and Steven Adams would go together. But again, with John Morant improving his three-point shooting, he's up to 5 attempts a game. It's just been great, honestly. And is there anything else I really need to say about this team? Am I forgetting anybody? I mean, Brandon Clark's been playing good as well. I haven't watched that many Grizzlies games without Ja. But again, I need to catch up on some. I got some recording right now. And my I'm going to go to the number 1 team. My number 1 most dangerous team is a team, I was born here. I'm from Cleveland, but I was born here. And I'm not even going to lie to you. It's my favorite, one of my favorite teams in the league. It's my 3rd favorite team. I go Bucks, Cavs, then the Atlanta Hawks. That's my number 1 most dangerous young core in the NBA. And it's for obvious reasons. This team got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Upset the 76ers, whether it's because Ben Simmons or not. I had them over the Knicks in 5. They got it done in 5, I believe. And it's just great. Trae Young, you already know my boy's only 23, averaging 27 points per game. He's top 5 in scoring and top 5 in assists. His assist turnover ratio isn't that good. It's like 2 to 1. I want to see better, but again, he's only 23 and he's still a young player. John Collins, I'm not going to lie, I was a doubter of you at first, but these last 2-3 years, you've been proving me wrong. Again, it was his defense at first, but again, it turns out that John Collins only plays defense when he feels necessary, obviously, because when the playoffs came, better defender. When this team wins games, John Collins is playing at his best. He turned into an amazing two-way power forward. He can attack the rim. He can attack you off the dribble. He had the shot of 3. He's a great pick and roller. You already know you get him with the lob. He gets hella posters. He finishes greatly around the rim, especially with alleys, or he can pop it. He'll hit the 3. He shot the 3 at a high clip last season. This season, he's shooting at 40% again. He's shooting 56, 40, 78. Shooting splits, which is great. That's something I'd want from my power forward. Then again, Clint Capela is 27. Oh yeah, John Collins 24. So again, they're an older young core. Clint Capela is still young, but 27. He's getting up there. He's in the middle of it. He's starting to enter / be in the middle of his prime. He's playing his part great as well. He's averaging about 2 blocks a game, 12 points, 13 rebounds. He's shooting 58%. Clint Capela has always done his job when it came to this team. Same thing for Bogdan Bogdanovic. I love the acquisition of him. I wanted him to go to the Bucks, but again, reverse. But it was win-win because he went to Atlanta. He was a big part of them making the Eastern Conference Finals. He's averaging 12 points a game, and I just love how constructive this team is. Another one of my favorite players is Deandre Hunter. Y'all need to watch out for him. He's a big shooting guard, 24 years old. The only problem with him is that he cannot stay healthy, man. He's a great two-way. If he stays healthy, I'm telling you, he can, at one point, maybe in his prime, 20 points per game, elite defense, first team all defense, third team all NBA maybe one day. I can see that happening with Deandre Hunter. But again, it's just the injuries keep on getting him and getting him and getting him. I think it was his wrist this season. Last year it was his knee. I forgot what it was, where it was out. He got injured in the middle of the 76ers series. And I'm not going to lie, if he played in that Bucks series and Giannis was out the last 3 games, we may have seen a game 7 between the Bucks and the Hawks. But anyways, I don't want to stay on him too long. You got Kevin Harter, Cam Reddish. I love both of these guys. I love Cam Reddish at Duke. I thought he was going to be the best out of the 3 between RJ, Zion, and him, but things didn't pan out. He's obviously the 3rd best out of the 3. But again, they're thinking about trading him, and that's probably due to his inconsistency. He still is a good player. Give him a big role, a consistent role, and he may surprise a lot of people. I want to see him on a different team, although I do love that he's a part of this young core. Then you got Kevin Harter, knockdown 3-point shooter. He had a couple of huge games in the playoffs. I love 3-point shooting. I love that they got him. Sharif Cooper is in the G League balling. One day he may come up, be a great backup point guard, or again, they may move Deandre Hunter to the 3, in which he can't play, move Sharif Cooper to the 2, or he just be a great 2 guard off the bench. You have Onyeka Okongwu. He hasn't played this season, but again, I think they drafted him 10th last year in the draft. He's just another great big physical big. He's like 7 foot 6'11", huge wingspan. I believe he didn't go to USC, did he? Or he went to Arizona State. He went to one or the other. All I gotta say is that he's a great big. He hasn't played this season, but again, he's only like 20 years old, and the development of him will keep on going up and up and up. And again, you still do have Jalen Johnson, another great player. And again, those are my 4 most dangerous cores. If you enjoyed the video or you feel like I missed out on something or got something incorrect, tell me down below, man. I'm happy that I made this video. I do plan on posting 3 times a week on this channel. I want to have a video like this where I just sit down and talk to y'all, whether it's a video about the landslide of games that just happened, or the trade deadlines coming up, or something like that. I don't have another video where I'm reacting to at least 1 game a week on this channel. It'll probably be like a primetime game, like the Lakers play the Bulls on Sunday. I may react to that. Something like that, just a primetime game. I may watch a Bucks game, Hawks game, Nets game. Who knows, just a great game. I'm gonna do that at least once a week. And I wanna react, to like a basketball video, whether it's, I can't react to Kenny because he's sitting there talking. I'm talking about more like, or Rusty Buckets. I'm talking more like NBA Coop or Legend of Winning or Johnny Arnett. Things like that where they're not talking on the screen, but they're talking with stats and stuff on the screen. I just want to react and watch stuff like that. Or I might make my own video like that once a week, but the goal is 3 videos a week for this channel, y'all. So if you want to see that and you're excited to see it, hit that sub button. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all more than I love myself for even making it throughout this video. Like the video. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on. Comment down below. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at EGF Hoops on TikTok and EGF Hoops on Instagram. EGF Hoops. I'm active on both. I got a main channel if you love my personality or anything about me. It's EGF Ron. We just hit 500 subscribers, so you can check me out on there. But that's really just about it, y'all, man. This is my first time doing a video without a script. I didn't look down at my phone not once. I'm just looking at my computer on Basketball Reference. But that's it, y'all. I'm talking too much. I'm out. Peace.